Hey, this is Jessi Lang, host of Wide Open Throttle. We recently visited our official tire and wheel supplier, TireRack.com, to get some answers to some basic tire questions. Next up, understanding tire tread. Most people think about the health of their tire. For them, it basically equates to tread, and clearly the wear on the tread is important.
Starting out with a tire that's nearly new, like this one, this has about 100 miles on it.
Okay.
And as you can see, the tread is still very deep. There's a lot of visible tread. This is what you would see when you walk up to the car with tires that you just bought from Tire Rack.
Okay.
You can see the tread pattern. There's a lot of features in the tread pattern. This is what gives you traction in the snow, in the rain, in any condition you're going to find out on the road.
Okay.
This tire is about 75% worn now,
Okay.
and this is the same tires we just looked at, but you can see there's a noticeable change in the tread pattern. It's much shallower if you look at the grooves.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of place for the water to go or the snow to go if you have to drive in wintertime with this all-season tire. So stopping distances are going to take longer. Getting started in the rain or in the snow is going to take longer. You're not going to have as much traction.
Now, is this safe to drive on?
Oh sure, legally it's safe. You can go even further than this in most states in the US. And this tire is at about 4/32 of remaining tread depth. And at that point, we recommend that if you're going to be driving through rain, through wet conditions, it's about time to consider replacing your tire. Beyond this, you're going to find out on the highway that it's going to be a little sketchy if you're driving through a rainstorm like we just had yesterday.
Yeah.
So not something you want on the car for you or for your family.
Okay, now show me something really bad.
Well, this is an example of the same tire now down at the bare minimum, at 2/32.
Okay.
And in most states, this 2/32 minimum is the legal minimum. But by now, this tire has very little traction in the rain. It has virtually no traction if you happen to drive in the snow. But yet, to most people, they'd look at this and say, well, but there's still tread, you know? It's kind of like your checkbook. I still have checks, so it can't be overdrawn. I still have tread, I should still have traction.
Yeah, that's bad
well,
logic.
Maybe not the case.
This one, there's still visible treads here on the outermost edges, and I wonder if people judge the health of the tire by that without recognizing how stripped down the central part of the tire is.
Exactly. As you walk by your car, as you go to work in the morning, I mean, through the wheel well, this is all that you're going to see. Gee, it looks okay. But then when you look at the main part of the tread that actually provides the traction, there's very little tread to actually take a bite out of the snow or out of the rain, if that's what you happen to be driving in.
Now, when you say this is the legal limit, so it is legal to have this on the car, but any second now we've gone into the red here, or
well,
what does that mean exactly?
The legal minimum says that this is, by the basic rules, by people who probably don't know much about tires, this is as shallow as you should drive on your tires. But common sense and our testing shows that at least one step higher than this, the tire we looked at previously, with about 4/32 is really the point at which you should take off tires if you're going to be driving in the rain.
Okay.
And at some point it becomes a safety issue. How you drive, how fast you drive, and what conditions you're going to experience should really dictate when it's time to replace your tires.
To learn more, visit TireRack.com for technical information, test and survey results, and more.